All right, everyone. I don't have too much longer left here at SpeedDocs SStat 2022. It has been a very great weekend. I appreciate everyone coming out and watching as always. This has been very fun for me. This is actually, as you can probably tell, my first hosting gig. But it was very fun. I got to see some really cool speedruns, see some cool people. It's been very fun, very fun overall. So this is probably it for me. I'm not scheduled for next weekend, so if I might pop up if someone has a drop, but if that's the case, it's fine, because guess what? I'm running next weekend. I am going to be running Tony Hawk's Project 8 next weekend. I can probably get you the right link. I'll have the link now because I forgot which day it is. It's Saturday. Next, on September 3rd, I'll be running Project 8 at 11 a.m. It's going to be rank 1. It's one of the toughest categories in the Tony Hawk community right now, and I'm going to be trying to speedrun that. That's going to be very fun overall. Also bringing on one of the developers, which is going to be also awesome, getting some developer commentary. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed all these runs. If you are interested to know more about Tony Hawk and me in general, I stream practically every day on twitch.tv/thepackle. I've been talking in chat, so it's pretty easy to find me there. I stream mostly Tony Hawk runs. I am also looking into becoming more of a content creator when it comes to making Tony Hawk videos in general. So you can also see me on youtube.com/thepackle. I keep my brand pretty consistent overall. But yeah, thank you guys so very much for having me, and enjoy the rest of the marathon.
Hello everyone, my name is Dayman and I'm going to be your host for the next run of the evening. We have CCNeverender here with Super Mario Sunshine Any %. It's going to be a great time. If you are looking for a place to send some money, we do have a few incentives still left open for you this evening. Starting tomorrow morning, we're going to be having Orcrist with a Breath of the Wild run. If you would like to see him kill Yunobo, that is a $250 incentive. We have $15.80 contributed to that so far. And then if you would like to see items turned on for Nickelodeon Kart Racers 2, that is another $250 incentive that has just gone up, so we currently have nothing sitting on that one. Please get those donations in. And then also, we have a poll going for Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. We can decide if you want to see Crash or Coco. Currently, Crash is in the lead at $228 to... I'm sorry, Coco is in the lead for $228 to Crash's $119. So weigh in with your decisions as you make your donations. Again, we got Sunshine coming up soon. Stay tuned. We'll be back shortly. And we do have a donation coming in during this lovely intermission from Xenos360, $15.80. Says, great run, Ghost. Love the save during the one part of the run. My body is ready for Mario Sunshine. Good luck to CC on the run. Less than 3. All right, everyone, we are just finishing our setup here to get CC on here for some sunshine. Stay tuned. One quick pause for the cause, and then we'll be back with some Mario goodness.
I was approached to record a video for SDAT, me, a very washed up speedrunner. Hello everyone, my name is Ashwin. I used to be a Dark Souls 1 speedrunner and trying to hope to come back to it, but dabbling in a bit of stray speedruns these days. I'm best known for my hosting at Break the Record Live, an event at ESA Marathon, but I'm also one of the staff and organizers at Speed Souls, and Speed Souls is a Souls series speedrunning community that features all the Souls games, including Bloodborne and Elden Ring. And just like SDAT, our charity marathon annually benefits Save the Children. So if bingo races, speedruns done at 2x movement speed, and all series relay races appeal to you, then you should come by and check out the Speed Souls charity marathon that is taking place this year, October 21st to 23rd. It is mostly a Souls series marathon, however we do accept submissions from anyone and everyone for all sorts of games. Our marathon can be found at twitch.tv/SpeedSouls, but you can also get information on our Speed Souls Discord and Souls Run Twitter about when we'll do these marathons. Enough of me, let's get back to SDAT.
أول cunto cusub aan jiray hadda bees gaarada la cunaya
كان عندي igu filan iyo haysan biyo igu filan aniga walaashay iyo hooyaday waan talaana waa gaajoonay
making sure. All right, it's all good. All right, we'll just do a straight transition in.
Alrighty.
All right, sounds good. Alrighty, everybody. Sorry about that little bit of a delay, but we are here to round out day 2 with CCNeverender bringing us Super Mario Sunshine Any Percent. CC, take it away.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. We're doing some Sunshine to wrap up this Mario block here. Some of y'all have seen me practicing a lot lately, but yeah, I'm gonna show it off. So, also, y'all donated for the alternate costume, and which is, as you notice, Mario is wearing his shine shirt and sunglasses because he is in vacay mode. He is in vacation station. So, you paid for it. This is an actual outfit in the game that you get whenever you, I think it's whenever you get all the shines in a stage, if I'm not mistaken. There's a guy in every stage who'll let you wear this outfit, but I just used a little cheaty cheat to get that in there all the time. So, alrighty. Well, if that's the case, I don't think I can save, but does it let me? No, I can't. I have to reset. Hold on one second. Alright. So, I run this game on Dolphin, or I run it on console, but it looks a lot better if I run it on Dolphin, so we're going to do that today.
I'm here too, by the way.
Yes, CJ's here.
No one introduced me.
Sorry, my bad.
Right.
I jumped right into it. Yes, it's me. I'm host here with Dayman, and I got CJ here. So,
The first time I've ever been requested to host something.
yes. Well, I don't know anybody else who knows how to commentate Sunshine, so I said, Dayman knows. I got to get him in here. And here we are. All right. Well, I am CC, so we're going to go on File C. And, you know, anything else holding us up? Let's get started, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I'll give you a countdown. That's in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So first things first, this is Super Mario Sunshine, and it takes place. Mario is on vacation with Princess Peach and Toadsworth? Yes. A bunch of other people. And we're going on our little vacation, but as we land here, there's some weird goop in the middle of the runway that's preventing us from really landing, and so, well, we landed, but we had to kind of emergency land. So something going on here, so we need to figure out what's going on. And what we get is a new friend, a sentient water jetpack. His name is Flood, and there's some shady figure over there. Seems to be maybe a vision of the heat, a mirage, if you would. So, we'll find out more about that, but Shadow Mario is here, making this place a mess, and it's our job to clean it up. So that's the whole point, that's the whole plot of this game, is that you're going to see in a minute in these amazing cutscenes. So, fun fact, we're playing on the English version, but there is a Japanese version as well as a PAL version for Europe. And even though all those versions have, like, subtitles and text for everything, all of the voice acting in this game is in English, exclusively in English. So if you play the Japanese version, it's also in English.
And the fact that there's so much voice acting in a Mario game itself is a bit unexpected.
Indeed.
Kind of cool.
Indeed, indeed.
Fun little Easter egg when Flood gives his whole spiel. Said that he's made by the same professor that built Luigi's vacuum.
Yep.
He's from GAD Industries.
Yes, Professor E. Gad. Indeed, Crush. I agree. But as you see, we got our little water backpack here. And he has 2 modes. We're only going to see 2 modes. We're going to see a different one at the very end, but for the most of the game, we're only going to see these 2. He's got the regular spray, and he's also got a hover nozzle, which allows him to sort of float in the air and shoot downwards, which, really cool concept. Makes the platforming a little more forgiving in a lot of ways. It also adds a lot of new elements. You know, you can just go further distances with the hover nozzle, and there's some cool stuff that we can do with it. But Yeah, it's a pretty neat concept for a Mario game. This is probably one of the less popular ones, mainly because the GameCube, I think, just didn't sell that well. So there's just not as many copies sold of this game. But honestly, it's my favorite Mario game. I wasn't really a huge fan of 64, and I didn't really care for Galaxy either, so Sunshine is really the only one I really liked out of all the Mario games I've ever played. There's no stars in this game, but there are shine sprites, which are essentially the same thing. They're just a little different shape. And we're going to see a big cutscene here. It's going to explain the lore. But long story short, these shine sprites sort of give power to these islands and bring brightness. But because of Shadow Mario's shenanigans, there's been a darkness that's come over the island, and the people are pissed, and they're going to bring us to court. We're under arrest by the police.
And in a lot of speedruns you'll see nowadays, all of these cutscenes are actually skipped because a lot of people play on a hack save file.
Yes.
But because we care about you and we want you to see these wonderful cutscenes, CC decided...
The game makes more sense if you see this weird court sequence.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. There was, I think it was not last year, but the year before. It was pretty recent. They decided to allow different options because this is, I think it's 6 minutes or 5.5, something like that, minutes of cutscenes. But there is that little gameplay section in the very beginning, right? You get the little bit of the airstrip gameplay, which people have. There's a bit of contention, right? You can't skip the gameplay, right? So that's one of the reasons that there was any debate at all. But there are 3 ways you can do it. You can do new file, which is what we're doing now. Just start from scratch, no worries. There's also a Peach file, which is as soon as you grab Flood, you can save and quit, and then use that file, and that skips 2 minutes.
Objection!
Yeah. It skips 2 minutes of cutscene, but not the other, this one here. So that's a little nicer. And you still have to do the gameplay. And there's also a hacked file, which you mentioned, which I think lets you just skip cinematics entirely. So...
Yeah, and they've adjusted the times in the leaderboards accordingly. And
Yes.
make sure that it's not like, oh, you play for hack file. Well, all of a sudden you save 8 minutes off your... No, it doesn't work like that, obviously. But it's...
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't bother with those just because it's more file management. Plus,
Mario this object at the
generally speaking, I don't play with a memory card, so
sprites are the source of
you could just pull out the memory card, but on Dolphin it's a little more annoying to do it mid-run, so I just don't play with one at all. So it doesn't bother me. I haven't done that many runs to be annoyed by it yet, so... But,
there is no longer any
yes, Peach is Ace Attorney.
Objection! Islanders. It is most pitiable.
So... But yes, you see the graffiti, and so essentially, real quick, the way that we beat this game is that, much like Super Mario 64, every stage that we're going to go to has like 8 episodes, right? Which are sort of like 8 different scenarios where shines are, or stars are, and the 7th one is always Shadow Mario. And we have to beat the 7th episode of every location. And the way that we do that is we have to beat level 1, and that unlocks level 2, and then we beat that, and unlocks level 3, and so on and so forth. So we're going to be playing a pretty good portion of the game, but there will be a few times where we actually get to skip things and kind of move around, do things a little faster. So, agreed, Glenn. A-cab.
Lots of cool tricks in this run, one of which you'll see in a little bit, which is, infamous for getting us straight to that level 7. So we don't have to worry about all the nonsense beforehand.
Exactly. So one of the cool things you can do with Flood is that you shoot water like this, but you notice that, in classic Mario fashion, we have like a dive you know, we have the dive roll. But if you shoot water, you can do like a slip and slide, but it's like the fastest ground movement that you can do. So if you have like a long straightaway where you can just walk, doing a water slide like that can get you some really, really crazy speed. And there's some cool things you can do with that. But generally speaking, it's, you know, it's all pretty fluid and pretty easy. You can technically see all the stages in the hub area. Yeah, I think I like the thematic part of it where we're all in one big cohesive world. Yeah, Glenn said it, West. And what's another thing that's really great is that in other stages you can also see the other areas. You can see Peanut Park off in the distance, like everywhere you go. So we're gonna go catch up to Shadow Mario because he has kidnapped Princess Peach, and the way that we beat him is we just follow him and spray him with water. Oh, he made it to the light. Feels bad, man. Okay. He didn't go the far way. So Shadow Mario is going to make it back to this square area, and he can go back in 2 different ways. If you get him fast enough, he'll go the short way. If you take too long, he'll go the long way back. So luckily we got it. Can we see Noki? I don't think you can see Noki, now that I think about it.
Unfortunately, you can't.
Yeah. So this first area is Bianco Hills. Go ahead.
So running around, chasing Shadow Mario, and cleaning up Goop, quite appropriately considering what's just come out. This is basically reverse Splatoon, but before Splatoon.
He's a kid now. He's a squid now. All right, so we're going to do a water slide, and then we're going to take the momentum, and we're going to jump off that log, and then we're going to use that to get over this wall really quickly. So, fun fact, the game was like, hey, episode 1, you have to fight Shadow Mario on that bridge. We're just going to skip him because, like I said, normally you have to beat every episode to unlock the next one, but the second episode is always active on this stage, or at least it is in this first episode, and that's Petey Piranha on top of this windmill here. So we're going to make our way to this windmill, and lo and behold, Petey Piranha is just hanging out over here, and we can go hang out with him before, or just skipping Shadow Mario entirely. So this is one of the few ways that we can actually, it's a brush main. It's one of the few ways we can actually skip shines in this run. There's only a couple ways you can do it. There is one way that I'm not going to be doing. It's pretty tough, but I'll get to that later. That's in Peanut Park for those who are in the know. But I'm going to skip that one. But I will be doing the other one. So, anyways, so Sunshine has some boss fights in it. This is Petey Piranha. Fun fact, normally he has a couple of little animations that he does, but if you stand to the left or right of him, like right where his hand is, or arm, his little leaf arm, he will immediately turn to you and open his mouth, which is the way that you attack him. And if you fill up his body, or his mouth, or his belly is what I was trying to say, fill up his belly with water, he will pop, essentially. So I'm going to do a technique called spam spraying. You can see that I'm sort of like shotgun blasting with the water, and it shoots out a lot more water really fast. And so because of that, I burn through my water tank, but I can actually get a lot of water put out really quickly.
I think I've always considered Petey Piranha to be like an oversized like infant, because it looks like he's wearing a diaper. Is that like actually a thing, or is he just a big lad?
I don't actually know. I call them swim trunks, but it could be a diaper. I have no idea.
I would never want to wear swim trunks that look like that.
Well, there you go. Red with the yellow spots? Come on, dog.
I mean the cut.
You'd rock it, though. Oh, like you mean like a Speedo cut?
Yeah. Well, no, it's not even like a Speedo.
That's true.
It's his physique.
He's thick.
With that.
Thick boy. You'll notice that we skipped that first one, but the second one we got, which unlocks the third one, so we don't have to actually do that first mission anymore. So we can skip that one. Now,
I believe the system is any number that you get unlocks anything below it and then one above it.
Correct. I should have water slid here, but I was too busy thinking about something. So the next thing that it introduces is, so there's bosses on 2, and 3 introduces the concept of the secret. So in every world that we're going to go to, there's a few places where FLUDD is taken away, and you have to do this special stage without FLUDD. And it has some of the best music in the game.
This is the, we now have a console stronger than the N64. Let's throw some Mario 64 levels in there.
Yeah. Alrighty. Just like that, we got through that secret. That one can be a little tough. The honestly, the only thing that really gets me is those orange boxes towards the beginning. That gets me all the time. Why is it called a secret stage? You know where it is? Well, we don't know where it is at first. We have to go find it. Although it does tell you exactly where it is. Okay, real quick. I'm going to attempt a trick, which I have never gotten before, but I have been very close multiple times, and I feel like I'm going to get it any day now.
Oh, we're going to get it. Where we am all day.
So, similar to that first one that we saw, we have another sort of, I don't know what you call this, goopy plant thing that we have to fight. And he has 2 phases. I'm going to go a little further back here. So, he is currently hiding the next stage that we unlock called Rico Harbor. Oh, not yet. Dude, I'm telling you, I'm so close. So, there's this little cutscene, and it automatically pulls Mario back to right in front of this. However, if you make it to this place and then jump in the air right in front of it and hang out just long enough, you'll actually be brought into the stage, which will cut the other cutscene off.
I really thought you got it that time.
I was so close. I'm telling you. Feed me, Seymour. Anyways, so here we are. This is number 4, which is red coins in Pianta Village. There we go. Do a little movement here to get on top of this. Oh, so there are 8 coins. Oops, got stuck on the rope there, but that's okay. And we know the path pretty well. Oops, well, that didn't work out very well. I hit the wall instead. All right, Mario, I need you to cooperate. There you go, buddy. All right, get on here. And let's jump up here. Hey, see? There we go. All right. And then from here, gonna grab that coin. Get on top of this roof up here. There we go. Alrighty. Movement in this game can be a little tough. There's a lot of options that you have. The most useful one, I think, is probably the spin jump. Oh, there we go. And that requires you to do a full 360 on the control stick and then jump, which usually works, but on occasion, the game eats your input, and I don't really know why.
Think spin attack in Zelda, but jank.
Yeah, it's a little janky. I think... Good.
I was going to say, while we're loading up the next stage, we do have a $5 donation from Shu that says, Papa CC, you are almost free of this game.
Almost.
You got this. Less than free.
Thank you, thank you. All right. So we're going to do number 5, and this is another fight. We have to fight PD Piranha a second time. There's going to be something a little weird with the routing. I know I told you that I have to beat level 7 every time in order to progress through the game, but we're actually going to do this one and then leave to somewhere else. And the reason that we're going to do that is, I want to tell you ahead of time, that way you can see it. Whenever we leave this stage, sometimes we get like a Delfino news broadcast. I missed that, okay. And with the Delfino news broadcast, they will show new things that are going on in the plaza, right? Which is like, hey, there's that Rico... Come on, Mario. There we go. That Rico Harbor Piranha plant is there, right? That means, hey, you can go unlock a new stage, right? But that takes more time before you can go back to playing. And if you don't clear those out as soon as you get them, they start kind of adding time to your run, right? For the first couple. So after this, we're going to unlock the next stage, and we're just going to go ahead and take care of that. And then based on that, we're just going to continue with the levels as we need to. So this PD fight, PD is going to be flying around, and we're going to wait for him to stop. He's going to find a place that he wants to call home. There we go. And so we have to knock him down first. Then we're going to do the same old song and dance.
This is the first major RNG part of the run.
Yes.
PD is going to decide where he wants to stop, and sometimes he'll take his sweet old time lapping around. And once he lands, he can throw tornadoes if he wants.
Yes.
This is not the worst part of RNG, but it's top 3. And he's cooperating decently so far.
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. I have to watch my water here. Okay, so you threw a tornado. Fun fact, if you stand next to him, kind of like we did last time, he will open his mouth after he throws a tornado. So we can essentially force him to do that. So that one's not too bad. But yeah, it's all RNG. I've had some really fast fights where he picked 3 that are right next to each other. And I've had some slow ones where he'll make it here and then decide, nah, I don't want to stop at this one. Although he is being very nice.
Go all the way over the wall on the other side.
Yes, he can.
And just cruise around, and then you're just watching because you can't even get him until he comes around and stops. You're just like, I guess this is my life now.
Yeah, you cannot stop him once he goes.
Turn right on your splits.
Yes, you do. So, all right. I almost ran out of water there, but we have just enough. Thank goodness. Just enough to water slide over here. The shine is going to appear right here. I'm not great at this one. I know the general area, but okay. See, I was right next to it. So there we go. And that is Bianco 5. And we are going to put Bianco Hills on pause for a little bit. We're going to move on to the next stage. So you'll notice, here it is, right? It's a little news broadcast. Hey, by the way, there's something over here on the beachfront. So we're going to go over there and unlock Gelato Beach, which some of you may know by that name. It is a very infamous skip that was found. A very interesting and cool skip that we're going to show off, called Gelato Beach Skip. So, you know how I said you normally have to beat episode 1 to get episode 2, and then that to get 3, and all and so on and so forth? Well, kind of like in Bianco Hills, the star for the 8th episode is always in the stage. It's just a decorative piece in the bar. And normally, there's a way to get that in episode 8. However, we are going to clip into it so that we can get it early. And by getting it early, we can skip all of Gelato Beach, which is a 25-minute time save. It's massive.
Because skip every level before it. Because all of a sudden, if you do 8, it unlocks 1 through 7, and all we need is 7. I know there are probably some people who play this casually know that there's a shine sprite, 8 feet to CC's right now on the sand. He doesn't need that. Nothing else matters. The only thing that matters for any percent is getting the 7 Shadow Marios and then beating Bowser.
Yep. Yeah, unlike other ones, the ones that are in the plaza, the extra bonus stars you can get from around the world, those don't have any effect. So we just want to do that. So I'm going to do a little water slide over here, and I will show it off. We're going to grab this coconut and head over to the bar here. You can see the shine in the glass back there, and
the happiest bartender ever.
He's grooving, man. He's having a good time. He loves this music. So grab this. So we're gonna line up by grabbing that fence and then using that as an angle setter. By whenever we jump and move, it doesn't change our angle. So now that we're facing exactly the cardinal direction, we can set this up here. I screwed it up. That's okay. Luckily, you can do the hover nozzle backwards, and it won't change your angle. Okay. I think I was a little early there. Okay, I lost my coconut. All right, well, that happens sometimes. All right, I practiced this last night. I thought I was pretty good at it, and here we are.
It's not easy. You might see some really good runners just fly through this, and then you'll watch them, and they'll screw it up and reset. It happens.
Yeah.
It's a very famous trick, but that doesn't mean it's free.
It is definitely not free. It's not terribly hard though, so let's try this again. Do a little wind up here. All right, we're gonna line up with this dark line on the roof, And then we're just going to hover our way into the blender.
Very good.
There we go. And
Normally
that's...
you have to deliver him a giant watermelon.
Yes, and that mission sucks. That mission is actually awful. It is so hard to push it, and you can get it to that dock, and it's windy, right? If it falls in the water, it instantly breaks.
There's a lot, like, obviously, yes, it's cool that we can save so much time with gelato skip by skipping so many different levels, but also the levels you skip are some of the worst levels in the game.
Yeah,
So
Sandbird?
It's like, it's like a multi-pronged, like, oh, thank God that trick exists.
Yes.
Because you don't have to worry about some of the most annoying levels.
Yeah. Just like the other plaza, we're just going to chase Shadow Mario around and spray him. I should have him here. Yep. Cool. Doesn't have like a health bar, but you know, you kind of know it when you see it. Just following right behind him at the right distance and spraying him is enough to do a lot of damage. And that's Gelato Beach done. We finished that entire stage. So all right, just like that, we're probably moving on to, I don't know if it's the last, I think it's the second to last stage that you would normally unlock in the run. All right, my spin jump didn't come out. Love to see it. There we go. All right. So we're going to run across some roofs, go to this backside of this big shine gate here, and then I'm going to do a quick trick here. So one of the cool things about Sunshine is its momentum. What I did there was I did a spin jump, and in the air, I went to first-person mode, changed my camera angle to loop me back around to the other wall that I just jumped out of, and then a wall jumped off, and then I used the hover thing to get me to the top of that. Which normally you would need to have the rocket nozzle to do that, and that is probably the biggest. Like, I don't know if call it a sequence break, but you know,
It's a sequence break.
Yeah.
Getting to the levels out of order.
yeah. So that one's one of my favorite tricks, just because of like the fact that you can go into first person and change your angle is so sick. I think that's the coolest thing.
And I think that that's a trick that a lot of people at home could do with relative ease. It's one of the easier, like, hard-looking tricks
Yeah.
in the game. In one sitting, you could get to Pianta Village early, and it's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's a little tough, and sometimes it trolls me, you know, but you know, it's a cool trick. So fun fact, that little text box that says remember to be kind to your pets, which you should always be kind to your pets, will stay up for a while. If you pause it and then unpause, it just goes away.
Pausing is weird in this game because there are several things that you
No,
could...
CJ, we don't fuck the pets. That's bestiality. That's wrong.
Okay. There's there's a few goofy things with pausing in this game. One you'll see later in Pinna Park where you know, you can do a little bit of shenanigans with. It's almost like a save and quit, but it's not a save and quit. I don't know.
Exactly.
Pausing's odd. It does interesting things.
Exactly.
In the immortal words of Michael Jordan, fuck them pets.
Damn. He really said it.
Damn.
All right, so here is the first time, it's not really the first time in the normal game, but this is the first time we see Il Piantissimo, which is this little guy. I think if you use like an asset viewer, you can tell that he's actually the runner from Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, the postman. It's the same model, but shrunken down to be like a small guy.
And he's got a beard.
Yes, and he's got a little Pianta mask on top. Oop. Fun fact, he is actually super slow, and even though I'm kind of dicking around here and fumbling with my movement, I'm going to beat him by like 10 seconds.
Shout out to everyone born in 2242.
Yeah, that's right. What is that, in 220 years? We'll live to see that long, won't we?
This VOD will.
It's true. All right.
If anything, Google's gonna like own the planet by then.
There you go. All right, so this one is kind of a tough stage for me. There are two ways to do it. I am going to try the cool way first, and if it doesn't work, I will die and then start it again and do it the safe way.
Fun fact, you hated this level casually.
Yes.
No one in here can say otherwise. You hated it.
This level?
I promise you, you hated this level.
It is the only level like this in the entire game. It's like a secret where you lose your flood at the very beginning, and the floor is lava. You know that game you played when you were kids? This is it realized in a Mario game. And this is why this level sucks. You can do a damage boost to reach that, like, railing in the middle of the lava, and if you mess up, you just die. And there's nothing you can do to stop it. And it's very tight. The window is very tight.
The treatment of lava in this game specifically, it's not instant death, but you lose all of your momentum as soon as you touch it, and so you will take damage over and over and over. In theory, you could land really close to one of those railings and like maybe hop up, but there's like no momentum. There's like no chance. You're basically screwed.
Yeah, you also lose control, so you can't like influence them forward or backwards anymore. So on top of everything, yeah, you really do just kind of stop dead in your tracks and just burn to death. So, all right. Well, the slower way, but the safer way is go around the outside here. So there is water, as we noticed from the pool from last time. And the water is still here, and we are going to use that to our advantage. A cool mechanic, which I think is nice, is that Mario has water that clings to him whenever he goes in water and then back out. So you can actually use that to clean up the area here. All right, that goopy guy put some more lava on here, but that's okay. We're going to do a we're going to do a spin jump dive and do that. Oh, Mario. Please. Choose life. Thank you. All right. There we go. I swear. Sometimes I can't not get Mario to do the sort of that side flip whenever I don't want him to. And then whenever I do want him to, that's the time he's all like, you know what? You don't want that. I don't want to do that.
Sometimes the lava looks like a super ball melted.
It's very pretty.
Yeah, so there we go. We got our flood back. We cleaned off the mayor who's stranded on this golden mushroom, and then we fixed it up.
Oh, mayor. While the next one's loading in, we do have a $7 donation from CJ that says, we just officially passed SStat 2021's Day 2 total. Let's keep the training rolling.
There you go.
Damn, I misspelled it. You listen, you know, it's hard.
Yeah, there's been plenty of, Mario? What are we doing? There's a lot of that where stuff just happens in this game, you know. Oh, I thought I had the bridge swim, or not bridge swim, the bridge slide. All right, so this one, this Chain Chomp does not want to take a bath, and he's just hopping mad, you know. He can't stand it. So we're gonna actually, fun fact, we're gonna force him to go right next to the bath, and then he's gonna go in the bath.
Always be kind to your pets, and that includes bathing them.
Yes. So we're going to stand here. He will not go the way that we are standing, so we are going to sort of block his path. By standing here, we prevent him from going anywhere. I'd like to be able to see the screen game. Hello? All right, well, all right. This is going swimmingly. Come back here, mister. He's too hot, so we can't actually touch him. So we just kind of pushed him over here, and normally that would not go so poorly, but it's all right. We got him. We're going to grab him, pull him in, and just like that, we're going to yank him into the pool. Not a pond, it's a pool. There we go.
I always make sure I bathe my dog in a dog-shaped bathtub. That's the exact size as him.
Perfect. All right, that was number 4. Now up next is Pianta 5, which is probably my least favorite level in this speedrun. Well, Pianta 3 is probably the worst, but this is the second worst.
So you probably hated this one as a kid too, but for different reasons. It's also the funniest level.
It is pretty funny. So normally, the way that you beat this map is that you would get Yoshi to help you out with this section. However, we have not unlocked Yoshi in this area or in the plaza, so he won't show up here. And because of that, we don't have access to him, so we have to, fudge it up a little bit. And that means that we have to clip into the secret entrance that's coming up next. So I'm going to grab a mushroom because it is very possible for me to die. So You see this M shape that's on the tree? You can actually just walk right into it and clip straight through. And look at that. Easy.
First try.
Easy every time.
If we had an audience that make them clap.
Wow. You know, right before he was doing a practice run, and he said that he was worried this was going to go wrong.
Yeah. To be fair, in that practice run, I failed it 9 times in a row. So, yeah, sorry, Thickums. We would get Thickums to help us out with that sort of yellow goop, but since we don't have Thickums, we're just going to do that. And the fun part of this secret is that all these guys say, "I'm a chuckster," and they will just throw us for a loop. This one is really annoying because these guys won't leave me alone, and I have to be very careful. These guys will throw me exactly behind them, so I have to make sure my angle is just right, otherwise I'll get thrown into the void. Okay, good. He's not gonna stop.
Do you remember the time that I said I was worried that I didn't have anything to contribute to the lexicon of America?
Yes.
I think us calling Yoshi Thickums is my contribution.
There you go. And I know I just said that they throw us behind them, but if you hit Y to go into first person, they will actually throw you the other direction for whatever reason.
I was really worried about that angle, I'm not gonna lie.
I was also worried, but I've done this about 30 times in the last 2 weeks, and
that's good.
And so I'm a little more used to it. Okay, so that was number 5. Next is number 6.
My favorite level, because I don't have to play it.
There you go.
It's cool.
This level's not hard by any means, but it's hard to optimize for a speed run, which is the real kicker here. So there's 10 Piantas that are swimming in goop, and they cannot get out. And so the mayor here is pleading that we help him out one last time. And so we are going to do our best. I'm not just going to do our best. We're going to go ahead and we're going to clean up these things, but we're going to do it in a weird way.
It's not just goop, it's flaming goop.
It is in fact
basically like
goop.
in napalm.
Yes. So whenever you first get these guys out of the goop, they do an animation where they kind of like shake it off, but it doesn't actually do anything. And in that opening animation, you cannot spray them. They will not get any clean if you do that. So you have to sort of give them a second of leeway time. So because of that, we're kind of grouping them in a way that lets us get them out of the lava first, and then immediately afterwards clean them up. Like we get 1, 1, 2, 2, like that. I am not good enough to do the setup for this one guy, so I'm just going to skip that and do it the old-fashioned way. But we're going to do that, and then we can actually start the other guy by doing that angle like that. Clean him off, and you see in the background she's going to do that. And now we can clean her off. Oops. There we go. And then these guys we started at the very beginning, they're ready to go now. We're going to clean them up. Just like that. All right, 137.92. That's pretty good.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, I'm looking for a 130 at least, so I will take a 137. That is a very good time.
As you're getting this shrine picked up, we do have a donation from Xenos360. Donated $8. It says, "Keep the training rolling."
Nice. And thank goodness Xenos called his bank and fixed the issue with him donating too often. So thank you, Xenos, for getting that sorted and continuing to donate. We do appreciate it.
Imagine being so generous that your bank tries to stop you.
Whoa. This guy's just getting rid of all of his money? We can't let this happen.
I mean, that is what banks do.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I guess it's fair.
They want that too.
Banks don't like kids. There you go. It's a fact.
Just like
We've
Michael
seen Mary
Jordan.
Poppins. We know banks don't like kids.
No. He's using PayPal now. All right, he's skipped. Hey, we finally got it. So there's a very particular setup to do what's called a bridge slide there. You can do a water slide across most of that bridge. And it's a very, very finicky setup. Also, this Shadow Mario is very annoying, and I have already messed up the setup, so we're just chasing him around. That's okay. We still got him pretty fast. There we go. We have to wait for that to come to a stop before we can grab it. Just like that, we are done with 2, count them, 2 sections out of 7. We are about, what is that, like a third of the way through the run almost? A smidge less.
Math checks out.
2/7.
Math checks out.
Alrighty, so there's one trick here that I did not learn in time for this event, so I'm just not going to do it. You can skip this cutscene with a very precise clip out of bounds, and then you touch a death plane as you touch the cutscene trigger. It's pretty precise, and it's all kind of, you know, I didn't have time to learn it, so. And it only saves you like.
It's a lore run. It's the lore run.
That's right. We are going to do lore skip. We're not going to watch that in Peanut Park.
This is a partial lore run.
So.
Secret hideout.
That's the villain's secret hideout. So we just found Shadow Mario taking Princess Peach across the water to Peanut Park. We're gonna go chase after him.
The villain's secret hideout being an amusement park is always funny to me. Even as a kid, I'm like, the villain's secret hideout is the carnival?
Also, he built it and they didn't know?
Oh my god, they hypnotized Daphne. Someone better go get Scoob.
Yeah.
And it's not even like... It's in like an underground layer, like in a Bond movie.
Yeah.
It's just, there happens to be a giant metal Bowser inside the amusement park, and everyone's just like, all right. That's it.
Yeah. So Shadow Mario is going to run over here. I think Dayman pointed out earlier, but we're going to slide through here and exit the area. However, normally that would take us back to the plaza. We just entered a cutscene and then left the area, and that killed the cutscene that we were in, which brought us to the rest of the stage. So we talk to him, and we get on this roller coaster here, and it just so happens they have these sort of water missiles, and we're gonna shoot the Mecha Bowser with these missiles here. Oh, there's a Mecha Bowser.
Insanely long.
It is very long. Well, that one in particular isn't too bad. It's this next one that's really bad, which we're gonna do another one here in a minute. Did I hit it? No, I didn't. Damn. These first two are really hard. I usually miss them.
Because the first one is the Bowser disappearing, the second one is like the...
Yeah. So we hit Bowser, we have to hit him 4 times, and we kind of blow off chunks of him every time. Alright, get that one. You just have to hit the missile with water, so you can... oh well. I was going to say you can spray it and then get it early. Alright, so I screwed that up. I need to hit him one more time. And I'm hoping I can get this quickly. Okay, we got it. And I don't have an angle on him. Okay, this is going to be a little tough just because it's hard to tell where I'm aiming. That is not where I wanted to aim. Can I get the missile back? No? Alright, well, we're going to go the slow round. Oh, barely missed him. The 360 no scope? Oh, I would hit the platform. There we go. All right, so his body part's going to come off, and when they explode, then we can exit stage, because that's right when the cutscene trigger is going to happen. And just like that, we've skipped it, and there's no more cutscene. Essentially, Shadow Mario reveals that it's actually Bowser Jr. And he has kidnapped Peach because his father, Bowser, told him that Peach is actually his mother, and that Mario is a bad man who keeps stealing away his mother. And so he is on a revenge quest to steal back Mama Peach, as he says. So.
If you're one of those people that enjoys the fact that everyone always says that, for whatever reason, Super Smash Bros. Always has spoilers in it, I guess Bowser Jr.'s final smash being him turning into Shadow Mario would fall under the category of the spoiler. Well, I don't think that's anything on the magnitude as like Xenoblade spoilers or all the things that people complain about.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
Very funny.
Yeah. So this one's a little fun. So there's a secret behind this little Monty Mole guy in the cannon, and the way that we get in there is he's going to throw a bomb, and then in that animation we're going to jump at him, and he's going to retreat into it, and at the same time we're going to make our way into his little cannon cubby, you know. All right, this stage is not too hard. It's on a cycle. I don't have to be super speedy about it. This bridge here will disappear over time. There we go. And as long as I make it here by the time it comes back, not a problem. You'll notice that it does respawn, just like this one. And there we go. There we go, just like that. Peach is confused instead of apparently just... It's really funny. She's like, I'm your mama? It's like, Peach, did you forget?
Did you ever get it on with a 9-foot turtle?
Were you drunk in the what do you call it? What's the word? Oh well.
The fact that she's confused
Hospital, but
says a lot more about the situation than anything else.
They wrote promiscuous girl about her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's Akon. Akon's the daddy.
There you go.
Shout out to people that remember Akon.
Maternity word was the word I was looking for.
What?
I was saying, was she drunk in the maternity ward? Because she didn't remember. But anyways, I can't speak. Don't worry about
I'm
me.
imagining passing a child that has a spiked shell for a back has got to be, you know, something you'd purge from your memory. Right?
This is also true.
Didn't necessarily have the spikes upon delivery. I feel like, I mean, it can kind of be like growing fingernails and toenails. You grow spikes on your shell.
There you go. All right, so I kind of screwed up.
Babies are born, they're all bones. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I kind of screwed up a little bit, but we saved it. So, okay. Well, I said that, and then I fell down. It's all right. We'll make it back up.
Talking about your sick backup is always the kiss of death.
There you go. Yeah, I fell off the platform, and then the boat came up and saved me. So.
We did the Fortnite stream like Monday, and I remember before we did the Fortnite stream, CC did this specific shine as practice for 40 minutes before we did Fortnite.
And I still feel like I didn't improve. This one is
hard, man.
This one's really hard. Just to optimize it, the flow of it all. There's a lot of places where it's like you have to go up and then down and then up and then down. So if you don't do it just right, or you do like some crazy movement, you can't really get it all in one smooth motion.
And there's a ton of moving parts because the ships are moving and the enemies are moving. It's a whole thing.
Yeah. So anyways, that's out of the way. Now we can resume Peanut Park. Peanut Park is actually my favorite stage in the entire game.
Very nice.
I don't really know why. It just has a lot of flavor and a lot of fun. So.
As we're putting that in, we do have a $30 donation from MacGyver with no comment.
Oh, thank you, MacGyver.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Is this SStat After Dark? We're kind of in the zone. We're going to transition from this into the next. So I mean, you're going to see a lot of me for the next couple hours.
Hey, so I'm just going to ruin this level for everybody. When the sunflowers are recovering from their wilting, they all say, "Oh, I'd love a dick."
Is that what that's from? Yeah. Someone said something about these guys are horny or something, and I was like, I didn't quite understand. Did we just hit 17,000? 1700?
1700 though.
Sorry, I get those confused sometimes. So I'm a goober.
If we hit 17,000, you would have heard a CJitsallGewd sound.
Yes, I'm sure that I would.
Yeah.
So these guys are a little annoying. You need to get them to cooperate. We're going to kill them both at the same time. And I'm going to try to wake up both of these guys. Oh, there you go. Oh, I love a dick. There you go. I do wonder what they're actually saying. But who knows. Alright. If I can get both these guys at the same time, that would save me some trouble. Perfect. Alright. Not perfect, but... There we go. And we have activated all the sunflowers, and because of that, they are giving us a shine. You're welcome, Xenos. Don't ruin this for me.
The man's bank account got flagged because he's been so generous. Do you really have to ruin this game for the man?
Yeah.
Look, you told me to bring in $12, and so far I've brought in like 40.
I'm very proud of you.
There you go.
You know, we passed SDAT 21 day 2. We're good, you know.
There you go.
We're Gucci.
All right, this is an interesting one. It doesn't look that complicated, but there's actually a lot going on. Well, I say a lot. There's some interesting things going on here. So this Ferris wheel in this next section here is spinning out of control. Whoa! And the way that you're supposed to do it is there's like a parkour course, like a whole climbing gym on the back of this that you're supposed to climb up and get resolved, right? However, you can just go to the front, but to prevent you from going to the front, there is an invisible wall in front of the Ferris wheel. However, because we're speedrunners, that wall does not extend all the way down. It's kind of just where you would like jump. So if we do a little water slide to get some speed, we can just go under the wall and get up to the top, just like that.
Glenn, I agree. This level, if you don't use the speed strats, is obnoxious. You have to go along the whole back
You can
side
see
of
it in the bottom corner
you
there.
can see like all of that little, like jumping around, and it's a whole thing.
Yeah, it is a little obnoxious, but I actually kind of like it a little bit. I know I'm the minority here, but I do like that little climbing gem.
It's okay. You're a Kenna Park fanboy.
It's true. It's true. All right, ride the Ferris wheel up to the top. The G in PG-13 does not stand for grace, yes. Parental Graceness 13. All right. Go
Definitely does not stand for animated elf. That is for sure. It's not what Tag of Grace is.
All right, so this is number 6. So I think it's on mission 2. You can do this crazy skip that lets you get into the park and bring Yoshi to the Yoshi Go Round. That allows you to skip a couple of levels in this area, but it's very complicated and it's a little bit above my level currently. Oh, I'm just getting blasted over here. So, not going to bother with that, but that is one of the skips you can do. That is bananas, yeah. Oh, thank you, boat, for giving me some height there. Bananas are right here. So instead, we're going to do the things the old-fashioned way. There we go. And let's see here, can I... Nice.
Downtown.
There we go.
Fun fact, you can't have a green Yoshi in this game.
This is true. Uh-oh.
It's a different color based on the fruit you eat, but there is no color that makes him green.
Yeah. Fun fact, Yoshi's acid, goo, whatever, spit in this game, because everything has to be a water hose in this game.
It's juice. It says juice.
All right, fair enough. It says juice. Everything has to be a water hose in this game, and so Yoshi has a juice spray attack. Okay, I missed the first cycle because I'm a goober. Thickums, yes, the Thickums go round. There we go. Gonna jump across these. This is actually the hard part of this stage. The last section is actually pretty simple. It looks more complicated than it really is. So, yada yada yada. Jump across here. Jump across this one. And there we go. All right.
Earlier today, we were talking about this level, and CC referred to those as the cow blocks, even though that this is from the Yoshi stage.
Oh, I guess they would be Yoshis. Okay.
Yeah.
They had the cow moo moo thing, you know, pattern.
Yoshi eggs.
I always thought they were cows. So, anyways, only a fool would mess that up. It's very simple. You just do a couple of wall jumps, and then you do a spin jump dive, and you can make it all the way up to the top. All right, and that was number 6, and now we're on to number 7. I'm still laughing about the cow thing. I really did think they were cow blocks for the longest time. I was like, why are there cow blocks? Whatever. All right. Off we go into Shadow Mario in the park, the last one for Peanut Park here. Nice. You did in fact miss the adorable Piranha pants. Shuey thinks that Petey Piranha is adorable because of the little diaper pant thing he wears. Speedo.
Shuey, do you play Petey Piranha in Double Dash? I bet you do. I bet your team is something like, I don't know, what's cute? I don't know. Petey and then something small.
There we go. And that's Peanut Park down as well. So off we go to the next one. The TTYD Piranha plants are cute. They are pretty cute. She likes glutes. She does like glutes. Oh. Alright. Okay. Off we are. We unlock the stage at the very beginning of the game, and we're just now going here. This is Rico Harbor. Alrighty. So this one is a big sort of construction harbor place, shipyard, if you will. It's got some interesting movement, but you're going to see a lot of this ship because the first thing we're going to do on almost every stage here is climb this ship. It is sort of the gateway to a lot of the shines in this place here. So do a little bit of a thing, slide, water slide over here, and now we face off another boss. Which is Gooper Blooper. He is very annoying.
I love the sound his hands make when they slap.
Oh, I did miss that. So we want him, we spray him in the face, and he's going to slam us. And so he will try to attack us if we try to grab his nose, so we have to flatten his hands for a minute before we do that. Oh, well, I don't really want to do that because that's going to throw off the timing for the other ones. Oh, I can't do it anyways because his mouth isn't open. All right, we're going to wait a second and reset. Cool. Just like that, we can grab his nose, grab his snoot, and then we can pull it. Nobody knows. Shoot, we had a conversation about this. It kind of looks like one, but it could be little undies. We don't know.
I always saw Petey as like a giant baby. I don't know if that's accurate, but I always thought that he had like a diaper, and he also has like weird proportions.
Yeah, he's just kind of goofy, so it's hard to say.
I think I maybe came to that conclusion from him seeing in Mario Power Tennis, because in Mario Power Tennis, that definitely looks like a diaper.
Fair. All right, so that was the first one, and Rico 2 is an interesting shine, so there's a couple of places on this one where we're going to do, it's called Blooper Surfing. There's 2 different shines that we can do this on. I hate Blooper Surfing. I think it's awful. It controls terribly. So because of that, I'm going to keep it to a minimum. And we're supposed to be doing some sort of race with these guys, but I'm just going to skip that, and I'm just going to do it with Mario by himself. It's faster. Even if you do it bad, it's just as fast. So go in here. There's a giant baby. Alright, we're going to hop on his head and get up here, and by jumping up on top of this area, we're going to start the race and do some water slides. There is a checkpoint that we have to hit right over there that tells us, or that the game can use to see if we're actually going through the course or not. And so we're going to do a little water slide, and there's one more checkpoint right over in this region. I don't know exactly where, but it's somewhere around there. And just like that, we're going to race to the end, and we've done it. Hey, there's Mario in the shot. Do I lose my momentum? Oh, I don't. Okay, cool. And just like that, we're going to skip it.
I love that because this is like a little mini game level, and all of the little mini game levels, if you fail the mini game, they kill you. you die, lose a life, and have to reload from the beginning of the level.
You do. It's really bad.
Really brutal. And in that level, you die if you bump in the blooper once.
Yes.
If you hit one wall, you die. And
instantly
have to redo
die.
everything.
Yeah, it's awful. And so if you like I said, it controls poorly and it's super dangerous. If you bump into something, you're just dead. So it's not fun. I'm a cheater.
Can I chime in with a PD Piranha fact?
Sure.
Apparently, there is some dispute on the piranha's gender. Because in the English language version of Sunshine, it's is referred to as PD Piranha, as he. But in French, PD Piranha is actually Flora Piranha.
Oh.
And it's her pronouns are she, her.
Interesting.
And in German, they use both.
I can see why there could be some confusion, but
the trophy description in English for Super Smash Bros. Brawl says that PD Piranha is female.
Oh, okay.
And so does it say so in Mario Strikers Charged?
Okay.
In Italian, PD is male, derived from Pepino. In Spanish, he's male in most games, except for New Play Control Mario Power Tennis, where PD is a female. In the Japanese exclusive Super Mario Kun, PD is also female, a mother of several other piranha plants also named PD.
Interesting. PD
So there you
Junior
go.
and Junior Junior and Junior Junior.
We were all wondering if it was a diaper, but really, gender fluidity, I think the diaper is a fashion statement. There you go. I said it.
There you go. All right, so we're on to Rico 4, which is probably the hardest stage for me, I think. One of the hardest stages. This secret in particular just gets my goat. So there we go. Off to a weird death at the start. That's okay. I'm going to grab a safety backup here. And we're going to do a spin jump and do some crazy maneuvering there. Land on those cogs. That's the hard part for me, but these rolling pin things are pretty deadly. If you take it at the wrong time or the wrong way, you will die. You will die and there's no recourse. So,
Fun little force perspective.
yeah.
So you keep jumping onto increasingly large, but seemingly not increasingly large, as you call them, rolling pins, which I think is pretty evocative.
There we go. Weird death at the start, but we got through. No recourse. Indeed.
You said that like Nico Bellic for a second. I got very confused. No recourse.
Well, that's what Glenn said. It's Rico Ors.
I know, I'm saying, but it sounded like Nico.
There you go.
Cousin.
All right.
It feels like when Mario gets ripped into pixels and then sucked into the paint.
Can't imagine it's pleasant.
He is used to going into paint, though.
This is true.
He usually doesn't usually the paint dematerializes in previous experience, and now he's getting ripped to bits, like TV style, like Willy Wonka.
Oh, I knew you were making a Willy Wonka reference. All right. Do you think it was weird that they cut that from the remake?
They cut that from the remake, and I love the remake.
Well, they kind of did.
I don't know how you're supposed to fight this boss. I kind of just flail at it, and then he dies.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's annoying, but he's not terribly hard. The thing that's annoying is that sometimes I can get stuck on his arms, which doesn't happen very often, but it does happen, I don't know, sometimes. And it's frustrating. Every time it happens, it's like, this is a pain in the ass. I have to do another cycle. Alright, and just like that. The way you're supposed to fight him is you're supposed to rip his limbs off, which is a little grotesque.
Oh, yeah, I remember that now.
You flatten his arms, then you can grab him and yank him off. Which is not very environmentally friendly. The game, or not environmentally friendly, it's not. The game is, it's not environmentally friendly. I don't know why I said that. It's like, the game is like, be nice to your pets, but wildlife, fucking rip their arms off. Go for it. Be my guest.
If anything, it's implied that the goop that the blooper is spitting out is like equivalent to an oil spill. It sits across the top of the ocean and it hurts you to go into. So if anything, this is like an anti-BP thing.
There you go. It's true. This game came out in what, 2002? Something like that? So
2003, I think. So 5 years before the BP oil spill.
Okay, you know.
Proactive.
That's right. That's right.
But we still had other oil spills. We had the Exxon Valdez. We had other stuff.
This is true. This is true. So this is the other blooper surfing thing that you can do, and it's really annoying. But we have to go get some red coins. And no way around it though. There's nothing I'm aware of. Oh, I missed one. Cool. Do a quick loop around and grab that one real quick.
Interestingly, the 3 different bloopers all have different speeds and handling stats, but they all have the same speed if you press forward all the way on the joystick, because that puts them into like, they all have like different cruising speeds, but their max top speed's all the same. And something that a lot of players will do is just press all the way forward for the max speed, and then steer by spinning the C stick.
Yes.
But you don't have to do that. You can kind of just do whatever. I think when I talked to CC about this last week, he said he kind of does a mixture of the 2.
Yeah. For the most part, doing that's good, but if you want to take a tight turn, using the C stick is just not comfortable. Because the camera can like turn faster than, you know.
And if you crash here, you die.
Yes. I am very scared. That's my fear on this stage. I hate it every time.
How many times I missed the shine on this level?
Yeah.
Oh god.
You bump into the little raft that's here and you die, or you jump over it and you hit the logs on the other side and you die.
If you under jump it and you hit the dock, you die and you have to do the whole level over.
Yep.
You just get a man.
Yeah. Mamma mia! Oh, the horror! Alrighty. Would I rather go to prison for 10 years or have a permanent case of hiccups? Prison for 10 years. Because at least that has a timeline that it ends. I am an idiot.
It kind of has a timeline for the other one.
Why did I do that? So there's a quick kill on this, and I just ruined it because I was autopiloting and I wasn't thinking about it. Okay, I think he's about to die.
You're concerned about hiccups.
Yeah, he's not about to die. Okay, good. Okay. If you just run towards him and wait for him to like jump and surprise, and then start spraying, you can get him for free like instantly. And I was being a goober and I stopped. Or I started too soon. I didn't wait for him. Because of that, he's going to run away through all this stuff. It can be really frustrating because that one is so hard. If you fall off, it's just like 30 seconds of your time wasted to get back up there just for him to run away again. So, oh, I autopiloted again.
The water in Rico is really annoying.
Yeah.
Because you have to jump onto like one of those raising and lowering platforms or getting out of the way to the other side.
Yeah. I autopiloted again and I jumped back in. I'm not going here. We're actually going to go back.
Yoshi's Fruit Adventure?
Yo! Everyone's favorite? Sorry, I'm trying to talk and also speedrun at the same time. It'll be a little tough. Alright. Luckily, we don't lose any lives or anything like that for coming and going like that. Not a problem. And now we're going to finish up Bianco Hills. Secret of the Dirty Lake. All right. So this is the second secret here in Bianco Hills. Oh, and I missed that. That's okay. Not a problem. Alrighty, so we're going to climb back up the lighthouse, or not the lighthouse, the windmill. There we go. That's what it's called. Even though that has chains, I can still water slide on that, even though I'm sliding on metal. Anyways, we're going to do an interesting water slide here off the side of the mountain, which is going to give us enough speed to reach these logs. Normally you would do this by using some lily pads and spraying water to sort of like move yourself across the water, but that's dumb, and who wants to do that?
Not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure even as a kid, I never used the lily pads, and I just like tried to jump and hover, and I would get hit and take a bunch of damage. But you don't. It's not like the lava where you like lose all your momentum. You just take damage. You just jump and hover again.
Yeah, you just keep on moving. All right.
Swag strats?
Not quite swaggy swag, but in order to sort of save a little bit of time, I don't want to sit on this dice forever. So do a spin jump on that wall. You can make it across.
World's easiest Rubik's Cube.
There you go. We're going to see a lot more of these glass cube things in the next couple of stages here. It's kind of funny how that works out. We don't see any of them until now, and then the next like 2 places are going to have a couple of them. Alrighty. So I'm taking this slow. There's a few ways to go a little faster, but they're really dangerous, and I didn't practice them enough, so I'm just... Not dying is a lot more important than being super crazy fast.
Yeah, I always had a saying when a good friend of mine was running this game, because he would be really worried about hitting all the strats, and then of course you died, you lose a half a minute.
Right.
And then eventually I got him to adopt the mantra of going slow is faster than dying.
Yeah. Well, the military says what? Going slow is smooth and going smooth is fast. Something like that.
Something that I've used with my students for years, and is my favorite piece of advice I've ever been given is speed is the byproduct of accuracy.
There you go. Alright, speaking of accuracy, we are going to get this guy really quickly, I hope. Wow, alright. That is like the easy baby mode, and I mixed it up. Alright.
It always bothered me that he doesn't take damage from the water.
Oh, that's true.
You spray him with water, and he takes damage, but you would think if he jumped in the water, he would just, like, explode.
You would think. Alright, where'd you go? Come on, bud. Goodness gracious. Dragging me all over town. Interesting. I didn't know that happens. Mario spun around there. All right. So that is, we have now finished Gelato Beach, Pianta Village, Peanut Park, Rico Harbor, and Bianco Hills. We are now 5/7 the way through. We are moving along.
Dang, since you put on the speed docs voice for this one.
There you go. Super Mario Sunshine is one of the most popular games of all time. Or whatever, I don't know, what's the... Pokemon is one of the most beloved franchises in the history of video games. Alright. Alright, so we unlock Yoshi now. We can use Yoshi in every stage. We're not going to use Yoshi Thickums in any stage. We're going to use that to get the pineapple out of the tube. That's going to let us go here to Serena Beach. Average tray would mold, yeah. Huh.
Some say that this level is a Stephen King reference, but there is no evidence to back that up.
That's really funny. We talked about that in the green room earlier. If anybody is a Stephen King fanatic, sound off. I have a question for you. Alright, anyways, so we get this weird ghost Manta Ray here, who is a pain in the ass, honestly. You shoot him and he turns into smaller ones. Alright, I'm just going to spam spray. This is when spam spray really comes in handy. However, we are going to burn through our water very quickly. It's a Shining reference. Oh, there you go. I haven't read the book or seen the movie, so I couldn't tell you what exactly it's about, but so I read a fun fact that said the Manta Ray is related to the related to the Stephen King The Shining. Oh, there he is. Okay, so we want to break them all into the smallest forms, and then once they're in the small form, they turn pink like this, and they actually start to aggro towards me instead of run away. And now we can do that. Just start cleaning them up. Okay, I don't know how I got launched in that direction, but
Please don't die.
say please don't dive, or don't die.
Yes, please don't die.
Yeah, that's easy. I got coins right here. Let's see here. I see a few stragglers here. That's it. Okay. Just like that, the electric goop goes away. I mean, shinning? Yes. The electric goop goes away, and the hotel comes up out of the ground. Just like that.
You can tell that Serena Beach and Pianta Village are kind of intended to be the last two areas of the game because the group starts to take on extra properties, in this case electricity, and then the other one fire.
Yep. That's a good point. I actually hadn't thought about that, but you're absolutely right. Alrighty, so got that one. Now we can actually go into the hotel, but unfortunately we go inside and things are not quite what they seem.
The coolest level in the whole game casually, and an absolute cakewalk in the speedrun.
Yeah. Well, this one is the secret,
Wait,
but
no. Yeah.
the next one is the fun one.
And yeah, then 3. Yep.
Yeah, but we can actually go inside, and the place is haunted. Oh no, Mario! Yeah, my hotel is haunted. What am I gonna do? I need you to get in there and fix it. This is what the guy is gonna say. If you can read fast.
The glass dice that CC was just talking about.
That's right. There will be more glass dice in there. Well, I know that's.
Was that 5?
That's 5.
2's the one with the sand blocks.
Yes.
Right, and then 5's the one with the glass dice.
All right, I almost screwed that up. This section is really annoying because these boos will constantly circle this totem pole thing in the middle, and it's kind of blocking the way up. So you have to you can turn them into blocks and do that, or you can just jump off the pillar and make your way up there. Alrighty. So this one is pretty dangerous. I think one of my first highlights on my Twitch channel was of this stage, because at the very end, when you think, oh, finally, we made it through the gauntlet, we have made it to the end, there's a shine, let me grab it. There is one last little enemy guy just kind of hanging out in the corner, and I had died on Serena, and I was so tired of doing this one stage, and I finally made it to the end, and I got hit by the guy, and I fell off, and I game overed, and it was very sad. This wheel is deceptive in that if you go on the wrong angle at the wrong time, it will make you slide, and you will just straight up die. This guy right here, Master of Trolls, I called him.
You need to give him a name. He's a very important part of your channel's history.
He is. He is. Melvin.
Melvin works.
There you go. That's Melvin, the Master of Trolls. And he fucked my shit up one day. Alright. Now we get to the fun one. I think you and I both agree that casually, this level is really fun.
Best level in the game casually.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
I wish I could show it off.
Skip everything.
Yeah, I wish we could show it off a little more, but so essentially the whole hotel is like wired up like not an escape room, but like a puzzle, and every hotel room has like a secret about it, and you have to like go and explore. There's invisible walls and doors that flip open when you spray them with water and stuff,
and you end up in the ceiling and crawling around in like the
air vents,
ventilation.
Yeah.
Spy.
Yep. And
we're just gonna grab some bananas and put it to the wall.
There we go. Yeah. The way you get in is there's a leak in the ladies' room, and so you go to the ladies' room, and the ceiling has like a wet spot, and then you can jump into that, and then you jump into like the jacuzzi in that bedroom, and just from there you like jump through a painting and a bunch of other stuff. All right, last try. Get up there. Okay, we did it. That's a fast way to do it. Otherwise, you have to take the stairs, and you know, that's for losers. Okay.
Even if you miss it once, it's faster than taking the stairs.
So we do a little clip where we do a backflip, and then we get right up in that little space between the ceiling and that water thing, and then we throw the banana, and it pushes us through that gap, and we make it into the next room, skipping one of the coolest levels in the game. But it's a long level, unfortunately. That is not a short level at all. Donald O'Connor played the titular character in the musical I Love Melvin. Well, somebody's got to, right? Alrighty. Next up, this is a very nice skip that we're going to see. So this is, we get access to the casino in this hotel, which is somehow bigger than the actual building that we go into, but I won't, I won't talk about that. Sandbird gameplay.
It might just be an elevator that takes you down to the basement, because you can't really see it.
Oh, I guess that's fair. That's fair. Oh, I'm gonna try this one time. I have a backup section for this. So this is like a whole bunch of like little games that you can do, like little slot machines and stuff, and it culminates into one of the most annoying puzzles this game has ever produced, which is you have to hit a bunch of, it's like a flip board where you have to hit a bunch of squares and get them to flip over, but you have to hit them with water, and your hose is not a very not a very precise weapon. So you kind of shotgun blast the board every time, and you always flip over more tiles. And it's just awful. But we can get above the little thing there, grab the roof of it, and then we can get out of bounds by sidling over the top and behind the thing. Alrighty. Lots of
the
cubes.
Secrets really let you appreciate the alternate outfit a little bit more, because you don't have Flood in his back.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to notice. We don't spend too much time looking at Mario's face or anything like that, or his back, but I think it's a cool shirt.
I'd buy one.
Okay. Nice. All right. You can do some crazy maneuvers to get through that section a little faster, but like I said, just doing this deathless is significantly faster than trying to do swag strats and then dying all the time, which is what I would normally do. So, easy 6-hour time slot, Pog. We just schedule you from like noon to 6, and everyone can go take a break. All right, set the stream up. Kick back, relax. Just let you handle that. All right. Here is the probably the other biggest part of RNG in this run. And this one is, we're going back to the casino. However, there is a surprise visitor. Oh, okay. I tried to do a spin jump dive, and I did not get it.
It's interesting. It's King Boo. Mm-hmm. And King Boo is probably the least consistent drawn Mario character ever.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Because King Boo in Luigi's Mansion, which was the first time he ever appeared, then this game a year later, and then Double Dash a year later, are all three wildly different models.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
They can't decide. So this giant...
They kind of did. Eventually they kind of did. Now it just looks like a big Boo with a crown.
Yeah, kind of. So we've made it to this giant roulette table underneath the casino here. And King Boo is going to spin the slots. Uh-oh. That's not what I want. Go back in there and you spin that dial again, mister. There we go. So I want him to give me fruits, because I'm going to throw fruit in his face. However, if you do that, he'll just eat the fruit. However, these spicy peppers, not so much. Gamer moment! Let's go.
Swag? Oh, he got it.
All right. So, fun fact, that has been a gamer dream of mine to actually land one of those, and I landed it in the practice run, and I'm glad I was able to do it again. All right, so he can't get fruit twice in a row, so he has to do a filler round. Luckily, if you touch his hitbox from down below, he will immediately end the cycle, and it's kind of weird, but he moves on. So that's not what we want. Do that. Give me something nice. We got some fruit here.
It's just now occurring to me that tongues are kind of a thing in this game. I'm now looking at the size of King Boo's tongue and how he spins the thing with his tongue. And the cutscene with Shadow Mario.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, he just has a big old tongue.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. That might have some cultural significance with Japanese.
Of like sticking your tongue out being rude.
Well, maybe. Or I was thinking maybe listen, don't take this as ignorance. There might be like some sort of like demon or oni that has a long tongue or something that's synonymous with like, danger or evil, right? That was my thought. That could be wildly off base, and if I offended somebody, I apologize. I apologize, all of Japan. But it wouldn't be the first time Nintendo's done something like that, so. Alright, grab a fruit, Mario. There you go. Good job.
It's kind of like in Mario Odyssey, the rabbits that are from the moon and all of the moon and rabbit iconography comes from the fact that how we see the man in the moon, they see a rabbit culturally, and so that's why all the rabbits come from the moon. That's why there's like all the rabbit moon stuff in Odyssey.
Interesting.
Also, in Smart Ball, when you go to the moon, there's rabbits there. Just saying.
Well, there you go. That's some nice lore and history from stuff. So, all right. That was number 5. So now we're on to 6, which is Arthritis the Level Part 2. Smart Ball Pog. Nice. There's just goop everywhere, and the mission starts with like 2 text boxes. It's like, Mario, we got trouble. There's goop everywhere. Go! Oh. That's what happens when you touch the electric goo. All right. All right. I need to practice my spam spraying here.
I also like that the one Pianta is trying to clean this up with a push broom.
Just by himself.
That's gonna help at all.
My man's got like insulated boots or something because he is not phased by the electric goop at all.
He's barefoot.
He's barefoot, just hanging out like it's a living. What is this text box?
It's just thick like that.
We have really thick soles.
Hey,
I told you.
No more.
I was wondering. Gaffy over here. Hello, Gaffy. How are you? Meowdy gamer. Okay, did I do a good enough job? I missed a bunch of stuff. I guess not. All right, we have to do actually a pretty good job to clean this place up. It's a little easier on English than it is on like Japan. The Japanese version is really tough. I believe the reason it's tough is because even like little specks of goop count towards the total, and they look invisible because they're like a pixel wide. But in the later versions for English and PAL, they made it so that if it's like below a certain size, it's just gone. So
obviously way better.
Yeah.
Than having to just be painstaking about it.
Yeah. So got that taken care of, and now we're on to number 7. We're almost done. We've been just
Shadow Mario.
We've just been blazing through it. The one thing I will say is that normally I don't like runs that are longer than like an hour-ish, Like 30 minutes to an hour is like my sweet spot for a speed run. This is about 2 hours long for me, and I don't really mind it because we're just constantly going, you know? It feels like we're making a lot of progress. We're just burning through these stages. You know, you can't do too many runs in a night, but there we go. Got that one done.
Very nice.
Very, very nice. I practiced that one a lot.
All the downtime's really in the beginning. Once you get a run going, as long as, if you're not like grinding for a world record or anything, you're just trying to like get a good run.
Yeah.
The obstacles are really not, it's not like you have like a 10-minute waiting period about halfway through. You just play. And the RNG is never like horrendous. Right? You know, PD Piranha can be a little bit obnoxious, and yeah, King Boo can be a little bit annoying, but it's not that bad.
Yeah, exactly. So
100% OOT nonsense.
Exactly. So, all right, off we go to the last one. It's Noki Bay. All right, this one, you know, I said Peanut Park's my favorite, but Noki Bay is probably my second favorite, immediately behind it. Or they're tied, I don't know how to say it, but I love this place. I think it's so gorgeous, and the music is really chill. There's a lot of nooks and crannies. Oops, I was supposed to do a side flip. There you go. Good job, Mario. In the run, it's pretty tough. This is probably one of the more, what's the word, technically demanding stages. Just because there's a lot of this cliff climbing here.
I really enjoy the color scheme of the Goop in this level.
Yeah. It's like a rainbow sherbet.
It reminds me of like a roller rink in the late 90s.
Yeah. Very neon, yellows and pinks and oranges. So, good colors. Alright. So he's going to throw a couple bombs at us. We need 3, and whenever you hit him, he goes into, like, stun lock. So I'm going to wait for him to throw the 3rd bomb, and then I'm going to go ahead and throw them all at the same time. You can't stand this level? Man. Like I said, I love it just because aesthetically I think it's really pretty, and I think it's a lot of fun to climb around on. But it's definitely really tough in the speedrun. But things get a little easier with speedrun strats. Like this next stage, Noki, I keep saying Nico. Noki 2 is really tough. The mole is silly, I agree. Noki 2 is...
This level's long.
Yeah, it's really annoying, and you have to fight Gooper Blooper a 3rd time. However, we're going to skip him by doing a different trick, so...
I think this is the coolest looking trick in the run.
It's one of the few times we get to do like a good clip that isn't like instant, you know?
It's like this is like a real speedrunner-esque trick, right?
Oh, almost fell on. This is a poisonous water. We're going to find out why it's poisonous here pretty soon. Bonk. Oh, I didn't bonk. Yay. Alright, so... Oh, well, that's fun. Alright, Mario. I need you to cooperate. I got a show to run here, okay? Alright, so kind of the same path we took last time. We're going to climb up to the top. But this time, I'm going to go a little further up here. There's actually a spring, which you were supposed to use to get on top of this little area, but screw that. We don't need it. Right? So we're going to run into the corner and then drop that, and the spring is going to clip us out of bounds. And there's a secret cave over here behind the waterfall that has the shine.
Very nice work.
Thank you. Waterfall's chakras are out of alignment. No, it's just gingivitis. That's very funny. That's a good point. We've done something to anger the nature gods. It's like, nah, man, that guy just doesn't want to brush his teeth. All right, so this level has a gimmick, which is there's the you get a scuba, head thing. What do you call it? Dome, helmet. There we go. Helmet was the word I was looking for.
Your Sandy Cheek style.
Yeah, it's a good play. It's a good point. And so now we do a lot of underwater stuff, which we can now breathe underwater. Thank goodness.
Yeah, disregard the fact that you just went into a jar.
Yeah, you know, we got Shrink Raid. You know, that man has some ancient magic that we don't know about, but that's okay. We're gonna.
Yeah, why is he so powerful?
He's just the shaman, I guess. You know, what can you say? So I'm gonna come around here and get some stuff. Oh, missed it. I got caught in that updraft there, and I missed the coin. There we go. And luckily, you can go into first-person mode, and you can do some cool maneuvering. Oh, there we go. Hi, Lolly. How are you? To the extreme. No extreme teeth brushing, just regular teeth brushing. 2 minutes, twice a day.
It's kind of weird. They don't even give you like a true first person in this game. It's kind of like a God of War cam, where it's just like
over the shoulder.
It's behind your over the shoulder, like back about 4 feet.
Mm-hmm. Gears of War style. There we go. And now I feel like I've said this. I have several levels that are like some of my least favorite in the speedrun. This one is not hard so much as it is hard to do fast every time, because this fight is awful.
This is like a weird take on a boss fight. It's like not a boss fight, but it gives boss fight music.
Yeah.
It's a strange one.
Yeah, we're gonna make it over here. Go ahead.
What is your favorite boss fight in this run?
PD's too easy. Let's see, I'm going down the list here. There's not really a boss fight in Pianta.
Technically, I think Mecha Bowser would be the boss fight.
That's in Pina.
I'm sorry, Pianta. Pianta. Woo.
Pianta Village.
Yeah, why would... That's weird. There isn't a boss fight there, is there?
God, you know, it's funny. I don't think I like any of the boss fights.
No?
I hate Gooper Blooper. I mean, PD's fine. I don't mind PD, but I think it's simple, you know, so I'm not like gunning for that one. This one's just slow and kind of annoying. It's annoying in a speedrun sense. When I played it casually, I thought it was interesting. You know, it's definitely unique. I never had to, you know, fight an eel like this by brushing its teeth for him.
Yeah, you're not even fighting him, you're just helping him out.
Yeah.
Poor dude can't brush his own teeth. You got no hands.
Yeah. What's the water boy? Why are the crocodiles so angry? Because they can't got on them teeth and nowhere to brush them. What's the quote? I don't know. I know I'm close, but you know, Professor Colonel Sanders. Is that what your mama said? It's the amygdala.
That is the situation.
I'm inclined to agree with Adam Sandler. I think he does have all them teeth and no way to brush them. That's why he's angry. Alright, this is actually going pretty well. I'm getting 2 teeth per cycle, which is 4 teeth per... Can't use cycle again. What's the other word? I don't know. Anyways, I'm getting them pretty well. Pretty good.
2 teeth per brushing?
There you go. Just like that. That was actually super fast. That might be the fastest I've ever done this fight. I don't have a timer going at the moment, so I couldn't tell you, but that was very, very smooth. Sometimes he will like come up and then immediately do like a spin where you can't brush his teeth, and then he'll go back down, and then it's like, oh, well, that was a waste of everyone's time. All right. Over here. The chain chompa bath. Yeah, it's a good one. He does not want to bathe. You have to put him in a chain chomp sized bath. There we go.
Exactly the right size and shape.
Shine. All right, that was number 4. So now we're off to Noki 5, which is the last time we'll see Il Piantissimo. I believe that means the Great Pianta, or the Greatest Pianta? Something like that. I learned it is different from Spanish. Isimo in Spanish is like the big one, you know? So it's like Chico would be Chiquisimo, would be like the big boy, right? As opposed to like the little boy would be like Chiquito. Anyways, enough about linguistics. This one is probably the easiest Piantissimo one. There's like this big fist that launches you halfway across the stage. Like that one Jackass bit, the high five. It just punches you all the way over here. And then, just like that, shout outs to anyone born in 1955. Piantissimo is... My man's way over there. He takes like 40 seconds to get here. We're just hanging out. So
just a few 1955 facts while we're waiting. USS Nautilus becomes the first operational nuclear-powered submarine.
Ooh.
Jonas Salk's polio vaccine is declared safe and effective.
Yo,
and
let's
the
go
Mickey
polio.
Mouse Club debuts on ABC.
Well, there you go. Just like that. All right. There are now 2 more missions left in this run before we go to the finale here.
And again, speaking of 1955, we are $255 away from a 1955 donation total.
There you
If you
go.
would like to help contribute to our wonderful cause and maybe contribute to incentives such as killing Unobo tomorrow morning at Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, or turning on items in Nickelodeon Kart Racers 2, please get those donations in before we close up shop for tonight. We got this run, a little bit of talk show going on afterwards, and then we'll be packing things up for a little while. But we still got a few more levels here from good old CCNeverender.
There you go. All right, so this is Noki 6, which some people might consider one of the harder stages in the game, which I think is fair. Oh. That's not the reason it's hard, but I failed that. Let's try that again. Man, you know, I gotta tell you, I did not fail this at all during practice. There we go. That should be enough. Oh, get up there. All right, you know what? We're just gonna go back over here. I'm gonna try again. You have to jump at the very middle of the rope, and there we go. Alright, so this is the last secret of the run. The last time we will be without flood, and there's quite a few hazards that we have to get through. Namely, this spitty boy here. These ones are a little annoying, but not too bad. And then we're gonna do a quick little shortcut here. Well, not yet. I did not grab the rope. You notice that I touched the rope, but I didn't grab onto the rope because Mario doesn't like to do that. And CJ is now shaking in his boots.
Yeah. Mario needs to do some grip strengthening exercises, do some pull-ups.
Exactly. So the smart way to do that would be to do that when the thing is going outward instead of inward. That way you can actually save yourself, but it's all good. Gonna run up that little wall there, and now we have to do a couple of wall jumps to make it back up here. There we go. And off to the rolling pin section. So this one's always slow, but the next one's really fast, and this one's pretty dangerous. Gotta be real careful. There we go. Next up, we got the cogs here. Gonna do a bunch of side flips here, and that's gonna get us up to the top. And then the final rolling pin. And just climb up top, get around that blue peg there. Just like that, easy every time.
Rolling we are. Very nice. Equal 6, easy every time.
Easy, except when you fall off at the very beginning for seemingly no reason. All good in the hood. Last but not least, we have the 7th and final Shadow Mario section. Thank goodness. I hate this one. It's really bad. So one of the reasons why I don't like it on this stage in particular, when he's just running around, it's really easy to spray him and then he just stops whenever he's done, right? But whenever he's doing like jumping animations and following on his path to get to the next location, you can't stop him. You can spray him, but you can't stop him. So he can't like fall down and die, you know? I can't like do the thing where he's, you know, crying on the floor, pouting. All right, so he is just going to start climbing up here, and I can do nothing to stop him. So I just have to let him do that. All right, can't hit him from that far away. There we go. I'm going to try and hit him a little bit, but I have to find these little spots where he's not moving anymore, but they're so few and far between, and they're also in places that are really inconvenient to hit him. Okay, so here's a good spot. But he's already running off. So let's, come on, get him. There we go. He can just go so far if you don't get him like right here or earlier. So very frustrating. That's okay. Made it through. No problems. And there we go. Now that we have fought Shadow Mario in all 7 stages, we have activated the finale, and all of a sudden, somehow, the sea level rose, and all of Delfino Plaza is flooded. I guess. Don't know why. You know, high tides maybe? Global warming?
No, is it all coming from the... I guess it is, huh? I mean, we've got magic at play. I think once you establish magic,
I guess that's true.
Many things are fair game. Could just be, what would that be, a low pressure system?
I guess I'm not a
localized low pressure system, you know, causing a like a tidal bulge. That's a thing, right?
There you go. You used a lot of fancy words there. You sound like you know what you're talking about. I'll believe you. Alright, so this section is not too hard. If you just kind of keep moving forward, you can just hit all these cycles pretty easily. Just get to the spot, hover over the fire and put it out, and then you can go on to the next platform. Might have to wait for a second on that one, but that's okay. So we are following Shadow Mario into the volcano that rests in the center, I guess at the top of Isle Delfino. And this is the actual worst part of the game. This boat. This boat is awful. It is so hard to control. It doesn't make any sense. And if any of you played Minecraft at the very early days, if this boat touches literally anything, it will instantly shatter and fall apart and sink. Like that. And sink. And we're in the middle of a lava pool, and that will kill us. So if you are not careful driving this awful boat, you will run it into a pillar and die. So anyways, we got through it. No problemo. And we're going to do some... this is... Oh, I forgot to mention. This is the other nozzle that we get. There's one other one that we will not be getting in the run. But is the rocket nozzle. It is the main way that we're going to finish off the game here. But here we are. Bowser and Bowser Jr. are using the heat from the volcano to heat a bath here. Oh
my god, I never realized that was the point of this.
I love that line where it's like, Mario, how dare you ruin my family vacation. Just so silly. Anyways, so we're going to break this bath apart. Oh, okay. There we go. We got that. We're going to break this bath apart. Oh, God. We still made it. Okay. By breaking all 5 little spokes, I guess you would say. I got to be real careful because that water touches you, it will knock you out. And if you are in the air when you do that, it will kill you. Alrighty, do a little ground pound, some cosmic ground pound. There we go. Not cosmic. Meteor strike, ground pound. There we go. And I think this is the last one. Whoever's on time, it's coming up in like 2 seconds. And time. And that's how you beat Super Mario Sunshine in 1 hour and 49 minutes and 27 seconds. How close was I?
What's your PB?
My PB is a 143 something?
Just a shade over. I think they were going to come at about 145.25? 26-ish?
That's pretty good, though. 145.
145.34.
34.
Hey.
It's a little strain delay. It's still really good.
I'm free. And thank goodness.
That's great.
Thank you. Thank you. Hope y'all enjoyed it. You know, I think I mentioned it. Sunshine was the very first speed game I ever picked up. It was what inspired me to start speedrunning in the first place. So, even though I find it a little frustrating and a little unforgiving at times, and it's hard, it's very, very hard, it still has a special place for me. So, I don't know. I don't plan on coming back, but, you know, maybe if the people demand it, you might see me back here again. So, but, yeah, like I said, hope you all enjoyed. That was the Mario block.
That's awesome. Thank you again so much. Such a good run.
Yes.
We are going to go to a little bit of a break, but we're going to come back and we're going to talk at you a little bit more. We've got some evening shenanigans before we close things out for the night. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Thank you very much.